Imagine hearing a deep V8 roar echo through the streets. Heads turn, people stop and stare. A long hood, aggressive grille, and unmistakable presence emerge from the distance. This isn't just a car. It's a symbol of American muscle. A machine that has survived decades of changing trends and remains one of the most recognizable cars ever built. This is the story of the legendary 1968 Dodge Charger, a car that became an icon both on the road and on the big screen. In the late 1960s, America was obsessed with horsepower. Every major automaker was locked in a battle to build faster, louder, and more powerful cars. The muscle car era was reaching its peak. Manufacturers competed for dominance, and buyers wanted one thing above all else: power. At the time, Dodge needed a car that could stand out from fierce competition. The answer arrived in 1968, and it changed everything. When the new Charger debuted, people immediately noticed something different. The design was bold, aggressive, unmistakable. The hidden front grille stretched across the entire nose, giving the car a sinister appearance. When viewed from the front, it almost looked like a predator waiting to strike. Its flying buttress rear window design made it unlike anything else on the road. The Charger wasn't just transportation. It looked like speed even when standing still. Dealers quickly realized they had something special. Customers flooded showrooms. The Charger instantly became one of the most desirable muscle cars in America. But looks alone don't create legends. Under the hood was where the real magic lived. Buyers could choose from several powerful V8 engines. Even the base V8 offered impressive performance. But enthusiasts wanted more, much more, and Dodge was happy to deliver. The legendary 440 Magnum engine offered massive torque and incredible straight-line speed. Then came the king, the mighty 426 Hemi. Officially rated at 425 horsepower, many enthusiasts believed the actual figure was significantly higher. The Hemi transformed the Charger into a street monster. Press the accelerator, and the car surged forward with a force few vehicles of its era could match. Owning a Hemi Charger wasn't just owning a car, it was owning a statement. As muscle car wars intensified, the Charger found success both on the street and on the racetrack. NASCAR fans watched Chargers battle against rivals week after week. The car's aerodynamic shape and powerful engines helped establish Dodge as a serious performance contender. Racing victories added to the Charger's growing reputation. Every win increased demand. Every race created new fans. The legend continued to grow. Then something happened that transformed the Charger from a famous car into a cultural icon. Hollywood discovered it. Movies and television introduced the Charger to millions of people who had never stepped inside a muscle car. Its aggressive styling made it perfect for action scenes. Directors loved it. Audiences loved it. But no appearance would be more important than the one that came decades later. In 2001, the world was introduced to Dominic Toretto in The Fast and the Furious, and alongside him stood a black 1970 Charger. Although it wasn't a 1968 model, the film reignited global interest in classic Chargers. A new generation discovered Dodge muscle. Car enthusiasts began researching the history of the Charger name. Many eventually found themselves drawn back to the legendary 1968 model. The Charger became more than a classic car. It became a dream. As the years passed, surviving Chargers became increasingly rare. Many had been raced. Many had been modified. Some simply disappeared with time. Finding an original example became difficult. Finding a Hemi-equipped example became nearly impossible. Collectors began paying enormous sums for well-preserved cars. Auction prices climbed higher every year. Cars that once sold for just a few $1,000s were suddenly worth hundreds of thousands. The Charger had officially entered collector car royalty. But what makes the 1968 Charger so special? Why does it continue capturing the imagination of enthusiasts nearly 60 years later? The answer isn't just horsepower. It isn't just rarity. It isn't just nostalgia. It's character. Modern performance cars are often faster. They have more technology, more safety features, more convenience, but few have the raw personality of a classic Charger. When you drive one, you feel connected to the machine. The vibration of the engine, the smell of gasoline, the sound of the exhaust, the weight of the steering wheel. Everything feels mechanical. Everything feels alive. For many enthusiasts, the Charger represents freedom. An era when bigger engines meant bigger smiles. A time when automakers weren't afraid to build outrageous machines. Cars weren't designed by focus groups. They were designed by engineers designed by focus groups. They were designed to make people excited. And the Charger did exactly that. Today, whether parked at a car show, crossing an auction block, or appearing in a movie, the 1968 Dodge Charger still commands attention. People stop. People stare. People take photos. Because true legends never fade. They only become more valuable with time. Nearly 6 decades after its debut, the 1968 Dodge Charger remains one of the greatest muscle cars ever created. Not because it was perfect, not because it was practical, but because it captured something rare, a spirit, an attitude, a feeling. And that's why the Charger isn't just remembered, it's revered. The engine may go silent, the roads may change, generations may come and go, but the legend of the 1968 Dodge Charger will continue roaring forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. Would you choose the 440 Magnum or the legendary 426 Hemi?